Everybody, welcome to the Thrill Cat Cinema Lab and to the first episode of my new series, Front Row Cinema. Not unlike a lot of us in this hobby, before my love of movies came along, I had a love for music, and that's never gone away. I'm a musician myself. I spent some time giving it a go as a professional musician. My freelance video work that I do today, I really do everything I can to work with as many music-related clients as I can. And so Front Row Cinema is going to dig deeper into the music in the movies that we watch, whether it's a great soundtrack or a musical or a concert film. You know, how are those produced and filmed and shot? That's something that I actually do quite a little bit of, is producing concert films. And for episode one, we're going to take a look at a movie where it really kind of brings it all into play and takes it one step further. We're going to talk about the movie Sinners, which actually just won the Oscar for the best score. And the score on this is fantastic, but there's also some really, really great blues music in this movie that I just absolutely love the music. And the music in Sinners it's not just background, it's not just wallpaper, it's not just there to fill in space between dialogue. The music in Sinners is a character in the movie. The movie itself uses the music, the soundtrack, the blues music as a plot device. I watched the movie on my Kaleidescape system, and Kaleidescape has preset scenes in there. And the scene I want to talk about is called Preacher Boy and the Blues. This is like a pivotal moment in the movie where he's the main character, Sammy, is performing, or one of the main characters is performing at the opening night of this juke joint. He bursts into this song called I Lied to You. And this is a song that incorporates so many different styles and genres of Black American music, from the Delta blues to some hip hop and some, rock and soul, and just such a fantastic song to incorporate generations of music from where this film is set in the Mississippi Delta. And on top of the song being great and it being such a pivotal scene, the way that this is mixed in this film, like, this is the first thing I noticed when we went and saw this originally in a Dolby Cinema. And during this scene, the camera is panning all around. It's a long continuous shot, and the camera is panning around the room and up and down and around people. And the whole time, a lot of times the music will just kind of stay static, mixed primarily in stereo with some ambient. But this really follows the camera movement as well. So you might be seeing Sammy singing this song, and he's in front and center of the camera, but then the camera moves this way and the voice stays locked to that actual position. And it's just brilliant the way it takes you through these different generations and genres in this one scene. And it really is kind of it's a main turning point in the film, and I'm gonna try not to give too much of it away, but it's a fantastic movie. It's a movie that didn't really connect with me when we saw it in the Dolby Cinema. I loved the music, and that's why I wanted to buy it when it came out here at home on the Kaleidescape, is because I wanted to hear that music again, and I knew there was something there in the movie. I don't think it was what I expected, so it didn't quite click. But the music definitely clicked, and I wanted to hear it all again in the context of the film. So I brought it home, or I downloaded it when it came out, and I probably watched it 3 or 4 times. I just watched it again Saturday night with a friend who'd never seen it before, and it's just a great movie. On the Kaleidescape, I'll note that the movie, while it does have variable aspect ratios, and the Kaleidescape maintains those variable aspect ratios, I watch it at locked in locked in the 2.40 scope aspect, even though the scope scenes on this film are actually, they go all the way to 2.76 to 1. So they're even wider. And on my scope screen, it has little black bars on the top and bottom. But it's a beautiful, beautiful presentation. The cinematographer won Best Cinematography last night. So between the IMAX cameras and all the different film stocks that were used, there's just some really, really gorgeous images that do a really great job of sending you back to that point in time when this movie took place and where it took place. Everything about this movie is really, really well done, but especially those music cues. There are tons of great songs all the way through here, from I Lied to You to Pale Pale Moon is another one. I'd sit here and list through all the great songs, but just watch the movie and take special notice to how important these songs are to the storyline. That's really going to be it. Like I said, in Front Row Cinema, I'm going to be talking about concert films. I'm going to be talking about musicals, movies with great soundtracks. The Blues Brothers is the movie that got me into home theater in the first place. It was hearing that in surround sound and the horns in the intro coming in behind me. So, just all kinds of different music-related cinema content, things that we're watching in our home theaters, things that we're cranking up, and they're all going to be delivered via the Kaleidescape movie system. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. What was your favorite song on Sinners? What drew you into Sinners? Leave a comment below. Thanks a bunch. Talk to you soon.